All right, I have a short and sweet body weight workout for you. We're gonna get warmed up. All right, let's go. We're gonna march in place. Now, I'm gonna make this super quick. You can definitely make this a longer workout. You can turn this walk into a jog, or you can dance around for 2 songs, or walk on your treadmill for 5 minutes, or if you have any type of bike or elliptical at home, get on there, put on some fun music for 5 minutes. All right, we're just pumping our arms and marching. So think about standing up tall from the feet all the way towards the crown of the head. Breathe. Good. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out. Good. One more. Inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. All right. So we're going to come down to all fours, and we're going to do some hip circles. You're going to get into a quadruped position. So tabletop. Make sure you're not arching the back or rounding in cow or in cat. You want everything nice and straight. So you're going to pick up your heel. Okay, so you're going to lift the heel up, pick up the knee, keep the hips squared, circle it around. We're going to do about 5 on each side. Good. And then you're going to go the opposite way around, working and articulating through the hip socket. One more. Good. And then you're going to switch sides. I'm just going to turn around so you can see. Okay. Here we go. So this is my left side. So to keep my shoulders and my hips squared, I'm pushing down a little bit more with my left hand and then going back. I'm looking straight down toward the floor. Good. One more. And nice job. Okay, we're going to stand back up again, and we're going to do some Frankenstein. So you're going to stand up tall. You're going to touch the opposite toe with the hand. If you cannot touch the toe, that is no big deal. Reach for what you can. Reach for the shin, reach for the knee. You can just reach. We're just swinging those legs, loosening up the hamstrings. One more on each side. Last one. All right, very good. Okay, moving on, we're just gonna roll the shoulders. Big shoulder rolls all the way up. Squeeze the shoulder blades down and back up. Squeeze the shoulder blades down. One more. And reverse. Woo. Feels so good. Good. 2 more. 1 more. All right, we're going to do some squats. I'm going to demonstrate sit to stand. So you're going to have your chair. You're going to sit down and stand up. And sit down and stand up. And sit down and stand up. 1 more. Sit down and stand up. Okay, that was our warm-up. Let's get right into the movement. So we're going to do a circuit. We're going to do a couple of exercises back to back, and then we'll repeat that circuit twice. You can definitely do that circuit more than two times, all right? So we're going to start with sit to stand. We've already did it. Let's go ahead and knock out 10 reps. You're going to inhale down, exhale, push up through the heels. Inhale, push to the heels, squeeze the quads and the butt. The quadriceps at the top of those thighs. 4, or maybe that was 3. We'll do 4. Be very focused on what you're feeling and what you're working. 5, 6. You can do squats if you have good form. 7. Relax your shoulders. 8. I like to keep my hands here. You want to keep your chest tall. 9. 1 more. And 10. Let's get to the mat real quick. We're moving quickly through these moves. So bird dog. You're in your quadruped position. Squeeze the abs toward the spine. You're going to extend right leg, left arm, and switch. And 1, 2. You don't want your hips rocking side to side. 3. Keep the hips nice and still. 4. Keep the back straight from the tailbone to the head. 6. Good. Kick that heel straight back. 7. 8, 9, one more, and 10. Good job. I have my notes. I'm like, what is next? Because I do not remember. All right, perfect. And release push-ups. You're gonna come down to the floor. All right, your feet are right behind you. Tuck your toes underneath. Hand release. You're gonna lift, squeeze the shoulder blades together, press the palm down. To modify, you can keep the knees down on the floor, okay? We got 10 of these, 2. You can do these with the knees up. 3 in a full push-up position. Push away, 4. Push away, 5. Push away, 6. Lift those elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades. 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Good job. All right, we have good mornings, all right? It's afternoon over here, so we're gonna call these good afternoons. So I'm gonna come at a slight angle. I'm gonna put my hands on my hips. I'm gonna hinge from my hip bones. So I'm gonna hinge. I wanna come all the way down so my back is parallel to the floor. Pull the abs in, push the hips back. So you want the tailbone pushing back towards the door, crown of the head pushing forward, and then you're gonna squeeze, push through your heels, and lift up. Down and up. Now you can take the hands behind the head, but make sure you're not pulling. 6, so this is working the back of the body. 7, 8, good. Push the heels down, squeeze the back of the legs and the glutes. 9, one more, and 10. Nice job. All right, moving on. We have glute bridge. You're gonna come down to the floor on your mat. You're out in the elements. Get those buggies off your mat. All right. Okay. Feet are down. Knees are bent. Feet are about hip distance apart. Hands are by your side. You're gonna push your heels down. Lift up, squeeze the glutes, and lower down. 2. Good. Squeeze the glutes. Push those hips up. 3. Push them up. 4. Push. 5. Push. 6. 7. 8. 9. One more. 10. We're going to stay on the back. We have dead bugs. So arms are up. Legs are floating up to a 90-degree position. Opposite arm, opposite leg reaches. 1. It's kind of like bird dog, but we're on our back. 3. Keep those hips still. 4. 5. Push the heel out. 6. And keep the foot flexed. 7. 8. 9. One more. And 10. Lower those feet down. You're going to turn to the side, push yourself up, and grab some water. We're going to repeat that all over again. You can keep moving around. You can do some jumping jacks. You can jog in place. We're going to be here for 20 more seconds. So we're going to rest for about 30 seconds total. We have 15 seconds, and we're going to go right into that sit to stand. All right? This will be our round 2. Get ready. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and here we go. Sit down, push to the heels, squeeze the quads. 2, squeeze. 3, squeeze. I hear my neighbor's chickens. 4, push through the heels. 5, 6, really sit in that chair. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right onto the floor, bird dogs. All right, abs in. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze the glute. 5, and try not to arch the back. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All the way to the floor. Keep the knees down. Hand release push-ups. Here we go. Lift the elbows. Squeeze the shoulder blades. 1, 2. Even though we're kind of moving a little bit quicker, you want good form. 4, 5, 6. Push it nice and strong. Use those chest muscles. 7, 8, 9. Come down with control. Don't plop down. Last one. All right, push yourself up. All right, we have those good mornings. All right, here we go. I'll angle this way. Hands behind your head if you want, or keep them on your side. You can also lift the arms up. I kind of like doing that because it helps me keep my back straight. Inhale, exhale. 1, push it up. Really focus on pushing the heels down. You'll really feel the glutes activate when you focus on pushing the heels down as you come up. Reach those arms out. Reach, push those hips back. Feel for that stretch in the back of the legs. Good, 2 more. One more. All right, glute bridge. We're almost there. All right, here we go. Hands are down by your side. Ready? Ready? Hips up, squeeze. Lower down. Hips up, squeeze. Push through the heels, squeeze. Squeeze, you're looking straight toward the ceiling. 4, and you want to slightly tuck your hips under. 5, 6. Make sure you're pushing evenly through both feet. 2 more. We're working the hamstrings a little bit here too. 1 more. Hold it and lower down with control. All right. Dead bugs. Arms are extended right from the shoulders. Let's float both legs up. Here we go. Opposite arm, opposite leg. 2. Keep the lower back down. Gently press that lower back down. 4 and 5 and 6. You're not resting that heel down. You're just letting that heel hover above the floor. 2 more. Last one. Good job. All right, go ahead and turn up and stand up. All right, we are at the end of our workout. We are done. You can add more. We can, you can do 5 more minutes of cardio. You can jog in place for 1 minute. You can do jumping jacks for 1 minute. All right, make sure you take time to stretch. Stretch the hamstrings, stretch the quads, stretch the chest and the shoulders, and then the triceps. Hold each stretch for about 15 seconds. You can repeat them more than 1 time. All right, I hope you found this video fun and effective. This was a quick workout. We got in and we're getting out. Peace. Have an awesome day.